Come on in, everybody. Thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Debra Ann Matthews, and this channel is about weight loss, obesity, knee pain, back pain, chronic pain, and honey, let me tell you something. I welcome you. I would like you to come on in and comment, like, and subscribe. Super chat a sister, support the channel. YouTube told me that they sent me a correspondence and said we want to get people to send me super chats. So if y'all send me super chats, they'll give me a bonus. So, honey, I am not okay. I wanted to get on Wednesday. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Let me tell y'all know life hits us all. And for me, what hurts me so much, like I'm ready to do my regular struggle. I'm regularly struggling through life. Okay, I'm regularly struggling. I'm okay. I'm okay. Then when something happens that hits you totally by surprise, just that's the part that makes you not okay. And then you know how in your journey, everybody can't go. And so and that's okay. I think part of being an adult is learning that everybody is not your friend. Even those who always come around who want to help, but they're not your friend. So you finally learn, keep your business to yourself. And I was so proud of myself because normally I would have just spilled the beans. And I also know that I always tell y'all, reach out for help. So I'm reaching out for help, figuring out, okay, what are some options? What are some solutions? So on top of that, um, when I first moved into my house, when I first bought my house, I had a water leak. So I met it was funny because there was a black and a white um worker that came because they have to analyze the water damage and then fix it. So the white man sent the black man to tell me to get me to sign the paperwork. And I was crying. I mean, I was crying like a baby. Oh my God, because they were like, there's 99% water damage in your room, in your bathroom. And I was crying like a baby. So when the black man brought the paperwork, I'm crying, but baby, I ain't crying that much. I read that paperwork and I went, I'm literally scratching out. No, no, no. Because I called my real estate agent. No, I called my home inspector first. He came over and fixed the leak and gave me the part that was broken. I threw it in the garbage. So then when I realized that I actually had my shoes on, so I didn't know the floor was wet in my room. So I called my real estate agent. I said, my floor is wet in my room. She says, call your insurance. So the insurance sent these jokers out. And then the insurance to go get the little part back out the trash. So I did that because the trash was empty. Because when you first buy a house, even your trash is spotless, so everything was clean. And since that time, then me and his name is Napoleon and his wife, we're all friends. And they were like, nobody has ever really read the contract. They just signed it. And they said when we had our flood, I'm really not okay, y'all. When we had our flood, we had a flood in our town in 2010. They tried to make them sign to say whatever the insurance would pay, the workers would pay. I mean, these people are slick. And so I'm telling you right now. So anyway, we've been friends since that time. So in addition to me having a rough time, one of the things that broke my heart is that I got a brand new house and I got a brand new garage door. And I noticed an animal has broken through and bit my the rubber part of my garage door. And I was so hurt. And then Miss Debbie had said, "Well, do you have trash in your garage?" I said, "Yeah, I did. I'll put like one bag in the garage or two, or sometimes I'll put it out in the garage and take some out every day." Then Napoleon said this morning, he said, "Go get a rat trap." I'm like, I can't touch a rat trap. I'm just like, oh my goodness, I don't do that. And he was like, well, would you rather have a rat in your house or one in your garage, a dead one in your garage? And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't deal. I'm just trying to regularly deal with just me and dealing with the crisis and regularly deal with the ladies coming Wednesday. So I got to get this house clean by Wednesday. But every time I exercise and go somewhere, I'm exhausted when I get home, and I just can't do all of that. However, I live behind a movie theater. So it's a movie theater here, a Mexican restaurant here, and Napoleon is right, he's right. He was like, the rats can smell it. So now on top of all of that I'm going through, I am scared. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm taking a new class and I can't figure out the no, I live behind the movie theater. I and so I am just not okay. I'm just not okay. Hi y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. This channel is I'm trying to make my way to be okay. However, so now I got to really remember that I can't put trash in the garage at all. And I always clean my garage and clean it with pine sol and everything. It's just been so cold. It's just been so cold. And it's going to be freezing degrees on Monday, and today is Saturday. And so I'm like, "Oh my goodness." Oh, I was already singing. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside and study war no more. And so I really need to go to Walmart, but I'm going to Publix because I just like Publix. I mean, I order from Walmart, so maybe I'll make me a Walmart order, but I got to get busy. But I don't feel like getting busy because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like dealing with anything. I just don't feel like it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some pine salt in the garage. And I always keep lime and mothballs down. But he's like, stop crying. I feel like when I'm telling you, I don't feel well. I'm not okay. I'm trying to deal with my beautiful crisis, my own crisis. So you know, but when you have a home, you gotta take care of it. And also I'm dealing with my regular crisis, which means that you have to get more strategic to deal with your regular crisis. But this house stuff and this stuff about some mice, I can't handle that. So I guess I'm gonna call George. And I don't my house, I put junk everywhere. I need to clean up. You can't, even though I'm really junky, I know better. I know that that's not okay. And so, but I just be junky anyway. And another thing, one of the men, he asked me, what's wrong? Are you okay? And I tell him, I can't tell you what's going on because I'm a single woman. I have to be careful when married men want to solve my problems because first of all, the problems I have, they're problems that husbands would solve. And of course, I know plenty of men with money, but they ain't trying to solve my problems. So I have to be careful. I have to be. He's like, you can tell me we love you. You gotta be careful. You cannot fall into that trap, single ladies. You just cannot. And but one of the problems I'm having. Good morning, Evelyn. One of the problems has been solved. It's going to take a couple of days. However, this is I'm not good at facing things directly, so I run away from them, and I just feel terrible, and I feel bad. And the Bible says that feelings, that someone said that last week, don't believe your feelings, but I don't feel good. I mean, I feel terrible, and I just you know we did the Dr. Martin Luther King program yesterday. Miss Beverly asked me to coordinate the songs, and then I said, I printed some songs out. She said, "Oh, we're not gonna sing all them songs." But why did you ask me to print them, to coordinate the lead the songs, if you didn't expect me to get them together? So one of the other ladies was like, but these are good songs and we can sing some of them. The people don't know them songs, so we picked two of them out. One of them is "Oh Freedom," some two songs. Let's see, I'm gonna tell you the songs because I have the booklet. And then one of the ladies from She's So Kind. I don't you just love somebody who's kind? So she gave me folders. See, this is what I like about my people. If they see you're doing something, they go, "Well, here's some photos for the songs." And the lady said, "Deborah, you were too nice." I said, "Well, Miss Beverly don't know how to get along with folks, but she don't really mean no harm." So the songs were we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. And this little light of mine. And Miss one of the ladies, one of the older ladies, old people can be something else. They not sugar and spice and everything nice. So I'm leading the song, this little light of mine, and we're rocking around the circle. And one of the old ladies, she just overtakes me leading the song, which was cool. And she was over there. She told people to skip me because I'm in my wheelchair. I looked at her and rolled my eyes. I'm not gonna disrespect my elders, but don't see. This is what I don't want. I don't really get all up in folk face because I don't want that Callie Matthews to come out of me. My mama mean for real, and I don't like that. Don't do that. But you have to. The Bible. I was listening to the Bible. It said, "Do not correct your elders; just treat them with respect." But some of them people don't need no respect. And Miss Beverly was like, "Well, this all gonna work out." Miss Beverly, don't ask me to do nothing. And then on top of that, they got some drama at the. They got some drama. The center is called Ajax Senior Says Ajax 50+ Center. So Miss Susan don't want to come because she talking about Miss Beverly don't like me. I'm like, but how we gonna want them to support us if we don't support them? See what I'm saying? Don't invite people to come to my program. I'm revamping. What? How you gonna revamp a program if only me and you are there? You got to work with people if you want them to come. I'm just saying. So I'm going through my own little thing. Then they got this little drama. But I do know that it is going to be okay. That's what I know. But I'm telling you, I don't feel good. I'm not okay. I am. And you know why I'm saying that in this weight loss journey, it's not been okay for black women to not be okay. And I just feel down in the dumps, okay? And I think about how I come in here and I lay down and I'm tired. And I did 2 hours swimming yesterday, and then my I kept rising up in my wheelchair because my wheelchair it'll lift up like this. And Miss Sandra, why you rising up in the wheelchair? I said, because my legs are hurting. Why you taking your shoes off? Because my feet are hurting. I'm like, Miss Sandra, why you talking while they praying? Because that's my business. I said, yep, you want to know everything I'm doing. I want to know everything you doing. And then Miss older lady, Miss what's her name? Miss something. She old. I don't know her name. I know I just can't think of it. She was talking during the main speaker. What you got to say? I said, what you got to say that's that important that you talking during the main speaker speaking? Nothing. See, I'm talking about these older people don't be acting right. Okay. So, and then again, honey, I might be dehydrated. I'm gonna tell you something else that I know. See, as black people, we're raised properly. Whew, I'm stressing out, y'all. I'm really stressing out for real. And what I know I should have been doing, I always buy a lot of I buy a lot of pine salt and cleaning supplies every 4 weeks. And my mama said that at some point a lady got to just clean. That's what we do. And it's probably more therapeutic than not. I haven't bought my cleaning supplies this month. My niece and we made homemade washing powder last month. And I haven't bought my cleaning supplies. And I was looking at the little half a jar of pine salt. I was like, oh, I need to go to Dollar Tree and get me some cleaning supplies. But it's cold. And Miss Deborah don't want to deal with none of that stuff. And what scares me is I live behind the movie theater, so there's trees and and a rat could come. I thought it was like a possum or a bunny rabbit, but Napoleon said it's a rat. So I mean, I'm not okay with that. And now my legs are hurting. So when I tell y'all that I am not having a good day, you better believe me. I am not doing okay. And you know how you say, I've been saying this. You know how you say you believe in this, that, and the other? Well, life has a way of making you prove what you say you believe in. And I got a whole lot of stuff on my legs, and my legs need some space because all of these blankets make my leg hot after a while. And I need to free my legs so they can move around. There we go. There we go. There we go. So the good thing is what I have been doing when the big bus comes to pick me up, I get out of my wheelchair and sit in the seat. And by sitting in the seat and not in my wheelchair, it actually stretches my the the nerve in my leg, and my leg stopped hurting. And then the bottom of my feet, my shins were hurting all yesterday, which is strange because one time years ago, I went to the emergency room to make sure that I was okay. And they said that's just as you lose weight, the shins will stop hurting. And the shin is the space between your knee and your ankle, like right in front of your leg. And I was stretching it yesterday because we do a lot of stretches. That's why we take from 7:30 to 8:15, then from 8:30 to 9:15, we stretch in the water. And then on Monday, well, Monday's a holiday, so I'm not swimming, but I'm going to all the Dr. King programs. And so learning how to breathe and meditate, that's part of what I'm learning in this new class I'm taking. And these are things we really should be teaching at church. Um, we have our writing class this morning, and I feel bad because once I wake up, it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I haven't eaten my dinner because when I get home, I go to sleep. So I'm just like, thank you, Miss Evelyn. And I haven't talked to my sister in like 4 days, so she called me. I couldn't get her back. So I know when things aren't right, you don't talk. That's why I haven't done any lives on Wednesdays. I did my interview Thursday. I talked while I was putting my makeup on for business after hours Thursday, and did my interview yesterday because that would give me something to talk about other than saying I'm not okay. Because you know, I'm used to having trouble. In fact, the ironic part about it is this whole year I've had a lot of trouble, a lot of problems, and I didn't even eat over them. And yesterday I ate a sweet treat. It was little bitty, like that little, which they had them at business after hours Thursday, but I didn't eat it. And when I was at the business after hours, they give you the food on the little plate, and I wanted more, but I didn't because you have to be polite. And the van came to get me at 5:30, so I had to leave, and I left early, which I did that on purpose. I'm learning to try not to stay till the last. Just let me go and leave, go and leave. And then after I got home, I was so tired. I went to bed and slept out till 1 o'clock in the morning. So what I ate was fine for dinner. Um, we're wrapped up in media. We're wrapped up in marketing. We do things. We eat without knowing what we're doing. I got to show y'all my I'll show y'all my tea that I bought, herbs. I'll show that to y'all another day, maybe tomorrow. But and someone invited me to a Martin Luther King breakfast tomorrow, but we can't do things. They invite me tonight. You gotta have advance notice to arrange transportation in my wheelchair because, honey, it's too cold for me to be trying to walk and go to places unfamiliar. I can't fit in the seats. I can't get up. All of that. That's too much. Um, so I can't go. But I appreciate them. And then they said, by the way, do you need a home care worker? I can take you to your appointments and things like that. I'm like, yeah, I do actually. So the person's name is Lee, and Lee could be a man or a woman. So I don't know. Somebody who wants to help take care of me. Okay. If that's what you want, oh, I guess I don't know. They say when God blesses you, then it comes in a place where it's very easy. So I said, I'll text you tomorrow. So who knows? I may have a male. When I had a male home care worker once before, I wouldn't let him wash my clothes because, of course, I'm a lady. So that motivated me to wash my own clothes, which I wash my own clothes now. One thing to remember: sometimes when you're not doing okay, you might be dehydrated. So just drink some water. And so, happy birthday to George. Happy birthday to George. Happy birthday to George. Happy birthday to George. That reminds me of happy birthday, Mr. President. And so, anywho, I really appreciate your support. Let me know what it is you want me to talk about. We're gonna have someone on very special tomorrow who's lost 70 pounds since October. And then next week we're gonna have someone who's in a wheelchair on. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be his name is Will Tip Joe. So next Sunday we're gonna interview with him. And so we are just going to um we're gonna carry on. And when I can, I'm gonna be here. And if I'm not able to, I'm not. Okay? And I'm gonna try my best. And so I wanna thank y'all. I mean, this is probably the point with which where I quit. But remember when I told y'all I learned 2 weeks ago that 95% of people don't follow through on their weight loss and only 5% do? And I declared I was the 5%. And I never think about quitting. What what helps me is when I have a question. What hurts me is when I ask a direct question and don't get an answer, then I don't know what to do. So then that's when I kind of quit. So let me sit this pen in. So right now I'm going to quit because I'm sitting in a position I need to move around, and I would love to stay on here and shoot the breeze with everybody. But hey, that's good enough. And I'm proud of my YouTube channel. I've been posting, but I've had some blocks because there's lots of music in the exercise videos. But I'll try to. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to try to learn some more tutorials to look at how to manage the music so I don't get copyright violations. So I can show y'all some of the exercises we did this week. But just hang on in there with me and hang on in there with yourself. And of course, count your blessings. I talked to another friend of mine, hadn't talked to her in a couple of years, taken sick. So that's something else too. And we buried a dear friend this week. So heartbreaking when we see our friends starting to get sick. And just thank God for grace and mercy in my life that I'm still, have a reasonable portion of health. So it's just tough out here. And it's all because we're being fed food that does not serve us. All of this processed food, it doesn't serve us. And we don't know. We're none the wiser. We just been buying it, been drinking it, been eating it, and we have a food addiction before we know it. And then people get on this channel and tease people who are obese instead of have compassion and understanding. So, whew. And with that, she says, "Thank you for joining me today. It's 4:44 in the morning. God bless you. Thank you. It's definitely okay not to be okay. It's just not okay to stay there. And just like all the mess I've made, I have to clean it up one thing at a time. I got to clean up what I messed up. Starting my life all over again." And that's just what it is, if that makes any sense. Peace and hair grease. Bye, y'all.